So today we want to start out by telling a story of Jeff Smith and I as we embarked on an adventure to go riding down the Credit River. We walked near Earl and Dorothy's. I don't remember where we got these two old truck inner tubes, but we put those in the water and started on our journey. Now, I had been to the Minnesota River plenty of times, and we walked down there on the farm road next to the creek, but I'd never been down the creek. And from what I'm hearing, that Billy Smith used to tell a story about how the water moccasins came up on the barges and they would eat corn on the barges and then jump off up in Minnesota as they came from down south, and then they would climb up in the trees and hang from the trees. So I'm thinking, okay, we're going to go down the river here, and then we're going to be having our lives threatened by snakes hanging from the trees. So we set off on our journey to take off from Merlin Dorothy's and start heading down the river. Of course, I'm afraid of what's going to happen next. Um, I've got two shoes on, and then before long, I knock my foot on a rock, and one of the shoes falls off. And now I've got a bare foot, which is obviously open for the water moccasins to bite. Well, at this point, I'm definitely thinking, I don't know if I want to keep going down here because now I've got one shoe. There's snakes coming up. It's just not looking good. But, all I can really do is just commit to going down with one shoe. I'll never find that other shoe. When we get down to the end, reach the river, then I'm going to just climb out and I'm going to walk back. So we get down the river about 10 more minutes, and all of a sudden I look over at his tube, and his tube is half full. And I've got my feet out of the water. I don't want them in the water. There's poisonous snakes in there. I'm going to just try not to look like a pussy. I'm going to get through this trip. So he looks at me and he says, "Dude, give me your tube. Dougie, you're lighter than me. Give me your tube, dude." So right about then, I'm thinking, hey, oh, hell no. You ain't getting my shoes, Schmitty. We're going to ride down this river and you're going to be on that flat tube and I'm going to be in the good tube with my feet out of the water. So we got to the bottom of the river. We didn't see any snakes. Everything was cool. That's a wrap on that story. Thanks for watching, everybody.